That's Loppy, and Loppy's owner has taken ill and can no longer look after him. He's about 7 years old. He has a problem with his leg where will be on medication, but I mean that can be supplied. He's a very large dog, but he's a very gentle dog, and he would suit an elderly person who wants to bring a dog for a stroll but wants a dog for protection.
Would he need a lot of exercise?
He wouldn't, no. He just needs to go to the shops and back.
Okay.
But he's not a guard dog by any manner or means, and I don't want anybody ringing up looking for a guard dog because we don't supply guard dogs.
Right.
But he would make somebody a wonderful pet, and he's very gentle.
Now, the little kittens we have down here.
The kittens are gorgeous. There was a
Tiny little things.
Indeed, there was a supermarket called us yesterday. The cat had kittens in their storeroom, and we managed to get the kittens, but we didn't get mum yet, unfortunately. So at the moment we're hand feeding, which, as you can imagine, is a nightmare because they don't know what food is. So they're so used to mummy feeding them. There are 6 of them, and please God, if they all make it, we'll be looking for homes for them in about 3 weeks' time.
Okay, and the dog beside?
The dog beside's a puppy that I got this morning from a lady who found it along the canal in Kildare yesterday. It's a collie cross puppy. It's about 14 weeks old. It's very young. It's going to be big. It's actually the same age as Tenor, so that shows you the difference in the size of them. It will be an active dog. I mean, if the owner's out there, it's covered in paint, so somebody will recognise it. But otherwise, we are looking for a home for her.
Okay, and finally on to Tenor, who is absolutely adorable. I've fallen in love with Tenor this morning. It's just beautiful. And you were saying that when you found him, red paint had been sprayed on his head.
Yeah, a gentleman arrived into our centre last Sunday with Tenor. He was after buying him in a Thai market from some young lads that were selling, puppies, but this was the last one. He actually had €10 painted on his head. They had painted the price on his head in red paint, and this man just couldn't leave him with them because they said they were pulling out of him. So he bought him for the €10, and he brought him straight to our centre. He's a little Jack Russell type cross, but we're not sure, or she, I should say. I'm not sure what she's going to grow into, but at the moment she's cute, but she could grow into anything.
She could get very big, and that's the thing. Now, there's something you're plugging. There's a Paws Trek, a sponsored dog walk in the Phoenix Park on the 9th of June at 2 o'clock, and you can contact Paws about that. We've put your number up, and we'll talk about that again before the 9th of June. Now, Julie, this morning we're just going to quickly talk about if you're getting a new pet into your home, things to sort of help it along.
Right, plan ahead. Don't get the puppy when you're going out that evening. Get it nice and early in the day. Have a space for it that it can lie down and rest. Plenty of food, nice and quiet. Make sure you get some food from the person that bred the puppy so it's on the same diet. Give it its own toys, give it a little bit of a blanket to lie on, and don't try and overtire it. It's going to be stressed out very much from the change of scene.
So for the start, for the first couple of days, keep it quiet, and let it gently himself get to their own. Exactly.
Yeah, let's find its own way around where it's living, and then after a couple of days, then you can start laying down very gently the house rules.
Can animals get terribly stressed and moving like that?
Very, very stressed indeed. You only have to think yourself how upset you get when you're travelling and you know where you're going. An animal doesn't have any idea whatsoever, and to him its whole world has fallen apart when you take it away from its own surroundings.
Very good. Some good advice there. Thank you very much for that, Julie. And thank you very much, Gina. I doubt if there'll be any problems in getting Tenor a little home today. We'll see you next week. Back into studio.